Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the paddock here in Southern Maryland. A couple more flags came in, so I got a nice little flag wall going. I wanted to do that. Seems like so many people are trying to remove our flags that I thought I'd kind of get a little more aggressive with them and try to have a wall. So when I'm doing regular bids, I'll probably have pretty much a wall of American flags behind me. And when I'm doing a little more pirate-like, you'll see the slit your throat and the 2A Punisher flags come out. Anyway, yesterday I talked a little bit about, I showed you jarring. I jarred 2 pounds of Simply Red and Simply Orange. And then I mentioned, I think in my fireside, that I'd kind of gotten the paddock cleaned up and that I'd done a bunch of jarring of my samples. And I know Potter Piper and some others kind of asked, hey, what do you do with your samples? So I just want to show you, not just talk to you, but show you what I do with my samples. Even my little tiny ones that you guys send me, I figure if you give me samples and it runs ahead of my ability to smoke them, that they're due the respect of being preserved right. So that's what I'm going to show you. And then the second part of the video, I just want to show you my green pipes. I got a couple questions about the Chinese one, so I thought I'd show it to you, and maybe you can help me answer the questions. All right, I'm going to turn you around and show you how I save samples. All right, well, here's what my desk's like today after kind of cleaning it up. And there's the 2 pounders that I did yesterday on camera. So that's the Simply Red and the Simply Orange back there. And then these are all the samples you guys have given me over the last couple of months. And so what you'll see is eight like little 1 ounces or less. And then you'll see the C&D Crooner actually took two of my medium-sized jars. And then, but other than that, you'll see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 different samples you guys have given me. So the next level down from the pounders are these things. So like this Arango Balkan Supreme, there's the label that came with it when you sent it to me. And now it's all preserved in a jar. The exact same thing with Boswell's Old School. So I saved the original label, cut it off, and then just put a label on top. It's really easier for me if I label the tops of all my jars. My eye sees it much better. And then if I have original labels, I try to stick them on the side. And then Peter Stokkebye's PS24 Nougat. And then I showed you the Crooner. And then these are my little guys. These are little, I told you before, these are like they're called jelly jars. Same thing, sealable ring, ring with a sealable lid. I don't know if they're 1 or 2 ounces. I don't really know. But like the rubber plug Uncle Willie gave me, I'm not going to be able to get to it before I take off. So I want to make sure it was preserved right. So it is in one of these jars. And you can see I did 8 samples this way yesterday. So Boswell's Night Slice, Esotericus Dunbar and Penzance, Ennerdale Lakeland. So you can kind of see. So there's 8 that I stored. There's that 1955 half and half in my Penzance. So you can see them. They're all preserved. They're all back here. These will all go into the cellar up front. I typically try to look at these first. These are what I call my daily rotation jars, and then my long-term pounders. So that's kind of how I organize it. But literally every sample I get, if I don't smoke it, gets saved with a little bit of respect inside of a jelly jar. All right, just like you guys should see that. All right, guys, the next thing I want to do is take you through, I told you a couple weeks ago I was looking to buy a green pipe, and in a complete lack of self-discipline, I now own 4 green pipes. So I've got 2 Salvinellis, a Jack Ryan, and a Muzang. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And one of the questions you guys asked me yesterday was, is the Muzang a Savinelli knockoff? And as far as I can tell, the answer is no. I've tried to go online and do some research on it. I've been through their website. I mean, they seem legit. They seem like they sell pipes in, they say, 110 countries. They're one of Amazon's biggest sellers. I mean, that doesn't mean anything about the quality. I get that, but they certainly have volume on their side. And they say they started making pipes in 1980, but they seem to be very coy about where they're made or how they're made. Um, they've got lots of pictures of artisans and craftsmen and all that, but I have no idea if the pictures have anything to do with who makes the pipes. It could be complete smoke and mirrors. Um, from the name, I'd say they're Chinese, but what the hell do I know? But if they are, they're very coy about it. So anyway, at this point, I'm going to take you through. I'm going to show you each of the four, the two Savinellis, and then the Jack Ryan, and then the Muzang, and we'll finish up the video for the day and get this thing loaded. All right, let's see how this goes. So the first one is the Savinelli, and it's just a smooth. See if I can get the color out here for you. There you go, the green. It's a beautiful pipe. It's got the Savinelli on the stem, and it's very, very light. But it's unsmoked. I've not smoked it at all yet. But anyway, I like the smooth. I like the green. I like the marbling. So that's the first one. The second one is another Savinelli, and I've shown this one in the past. This one is what they call an alligator, which I'd never seen before, but it's pretty cool. It took me a while to grow to it. I like the smooth better than I do the alligator, but the alligator is really grown on me the more it sat here on my desk, and you can see the stem is like translucent. It's complex. You can see it again here. So yeah, wherever there's edging in the light. Anyway, it's pretty neat. This is a little bit heavier pipe than the smooth one. But there's the second Savinelli. And now we'll do the Jack Ryan, which I showed a little bit. It's kind of cool. It looks like he signed the case for us. I'm sure he does that with all of them. It feels like a sunglass case. Pretty much, I mean, it's just a pop open. But it's a little bit smaller pipe, but the green is really nice. And it's you can see the stem goes solid right here. But the briar looks really good. Let's see, pull the stem out. The stem isn't as translucent as the Savinelli, but you can see some pretty good pattern on it. But you have to have perfect light, otherwise it just looks solid green. All of these are filter pipes. I pull the filters out. I just don't smoke filters. It's kind of like, I get that's another religious debate in the pipe community, I realize. But anyway, it's a beautiful pipe. A little bit smaller. Gosh, it really doesn't look smaller, does it? A little bit smaller than the alligator, maybe. All right, so the last one I'll show you is this Muzang. I'm probably making like nails on a chalkboard. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I don't believe it's a knockoff of anything. I believe it's its own brand, trying to be its own brand. It's been around 44 years. It's an okay pipe. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just, it's not super nice. Gosh, it does say Savinelli on it, doesn't it? I'm just seeing this for the first time in the light. Okay, well now I'm totally confused. See that? Savinelli. Okay, maybe it's a Savinelli pipe and they're just selling it in a Muzang box. I have no idea. The website, nothing makes Nothing leads you to believe that. Anyway, it's a smooth finish. It's not very glossy. Almost maybe I need to wax it or something. We'll see. All right. Well, there's the Muzang / Savinelli pipe. I just learned something while I made this. All right, guys, that's really it. I just wanted to show you kind of my cleaning up of my tobacco samples, and I wanted to show you my lack of discipline with 4 green pipes. No one needs 4. They're all unsmoked. They'll probably stay that way for the rest of the year. I really intended to have a green pipe for the week or two before St. Patty's Day. I just didn't, I couldn't get any of them delivered in time. So I still have a pretty like half tin of the St. Patrick's Day reserve. I'll probably just continue to smoke this when I get back from Wyoming. I don't see any reason. It doesn't seem special. I've got another tin of it. So we'll see. But there you go. Sort of finishing up my St. Patrick's Day stuff. Gosh, that's really it, guys. So this is kind of the final vid from the paddock for a while. Yeah, I'm leaving 5:30 tomorrow morning. I've got like an 8 a.m. flight to Denver. I land in Denver like 10 a.m. Denver time. I'll pick up my truck, which is in long-term parking off-site, drive over and have a brunch with my boy, and then pick up Ranger. And by about 12 or 1 o'clock, we should be headed out into the wilds of Wyoming. It's about a 6-7 hour drive, and probably we should be to the Wyoming house by about 7 p.m. Weather dependent. We'll see what happens. I mean, it is, we're completely at the mercy of the weather. So we'll see. There's 2 different routes. If I need to stay on the interstate longer, that adds an hour and a half. So we'll see. If I can, I'll do some videos from the truck. We'll just see if that's possible. I'm not sure. So that's it for this video, guys. A little update on how I store things, and a little update on my green pipes. And that's it. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.